Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week we're in Allentown, Pennsylvania to check out some of the cars in the collection of Nicola Bulgari. Now, Mr. Bulgari's tastes are pretty eclectic. He favors GMs, Buicks in particular, but he also has a soft spot in his heart for some of the orphan marks like Nash, Hudson, Studebaker. Today we convinced the chief restorer and curator of the collection, Keith Flickinger, to bring out a couple of these babies so we can have a closer look. Feast your eyes. Keith, great to see you again, man.
Thank you.
You brought out a couple beauties today, and you have a few to pick from, don't you?
Oh, quite a few. Yes, we do. Yes.
It's such an interesting collection that Mr. Bulgari has.
Yes, he, like you said, he's very eclectic, and he likes his orphans, as we would call them.
Well, this is a good example of an orphan. This is what, a 47 Nash?
Ambassador 6 Suburban.
Ambassador 6 Suburban. It's a fastback Woody.
Exactly.
Now I've never seen a fastback Woody. I mean, I think it's a great design.
It's an awesome design. I mean, I think they stepped outside the box when they went into that avenue, you know, considering it's a Nash.
Well, a Nash was always sort of the common man's car.
Exactly.
They were affordable. They were a little bit,
exactly.
a little bit pedestrian. But, to make a wood car, that was a high-end deal.
Well, it was, and like I said, for Nash to do that was, they were trying to get a little of the higher, echelon people into the Nash line.
How many did they make?
They built 595 of these.
And how many do you think are left?
Roughly 7.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually, this isn't the only one you have.
No,
right?
actually, we couldn't bring both, unfortunately, but we do have an all-original one that has never been restored.
It really is a beautiful, beautiful design and a good-looking restoration, even if you didn't do it.
No, it's absolutely fun. It's a great car to drive.
Well, I love the interior too. The plaid.
Yeah, the plaid. Well, yes, you wouldn't have expected that, I'm
no,
sure.
You wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't.
Kind of like a couch or something like
yes.
that. But it's pretty. I mean, it's very Nash. It's very simple inside.
Very simple. To the round gauges, just you got that, a little bit of wood graining, and the plaid I think is enough.
Yeah.
I don't think you need much more.
Arguably, the plaid's too much, but also the burgundy steering wheel, wasn't that somewhat of a trademark?
Oh yes, Nash used a lot of burgundy in that and the dash around the knobs, around the radios, and shifter knobs. Yeah, they used that. Even back in the early 40s.
Mm-hmm. Well, beautiful. Job on the interior, and the back seats got such a huge amount of room and such headspace.
Oh yes, you do. You have a lot. In fact, one thing with the back is that the seat actually folds down, as Nash used to do that, into somewhat of a bed, for lack of words.
And now, does that also allow you access into the back?
Yes, it
too?
does.
Wow,
Yeah, you can actually. It's the trunk will be accessing part of your bed if you lay down.
The thing actually has a bit of the look, almost when you get back to the wood. In the back, it's almost like a teardrop trailer.
Exactly.
So you can envision camping.
It almost looks like, you could have almost cut it and actually towed half of the car behind it. It would have looked like this.
But it's such great lines. Now, does this open up back
here?
Oh, sure. And it's just plywood.
It's just plywood.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Really?
In fact, the back of the seat, that is the back of the seat that you see there. And then that will fold down with the seat back so that it's a flat, and then they actually had cushions that would be with the car that would roll down through here, and you can
So you'd actually sleep back into the trunk?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Wow.
I wouldn't say it's your, Best Western, but it got you through the road,
But actually, and for Nash, there's some really nice styling here. Even the way these taillights kind of fit that wood line.
Yeah, they follow the wood. They actually follow the veneering and almost come straight down with that instead of putting a generic.
I love the look of it though. And it's got to be a hit at the Woody meets. Now, what powers this baby?
This has a 234 cubic inch, 112 horsepower.
Let's look at it. So that'd be a flathead 6 or?
Yes, it's a 6, flathead 6, inline.
Nice and solid. Basic little Nash.
Yeah, basic. There's some kind of neat things if you look at the exhaust system.
That
how it was
manifold system
manufactured. How do you like that?
That's hilarious. That's just a pipe, isn't it?
Pipe with a couple holes in it, bolted to the side of the engine block. but it gets the job done.
It does. It does.
Yep.
And does this move it down the road pretty well?
Oh yeah, yeah. They actually made an 8-cylinder. The 8s were known to be a little sluggish for some reason.
No kidding.
Yeah, the 6s were a lot peppier. I don't know if it's the shortness of the throw of all the rods and everything, but it just seemed to be a peppier car.
Well, how's this one run?
This runs great.
Really?
Yeah.
Like great enough to take out for a ride?
Like let's go.
Like close it up. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Oh, this is going to be a blast. And we're off. Oh, this is fun, Keith. This is nice. I'm loving this. Thank you. Nice car. I'm amazed how nicely it steers.
Yeah.
This is a fun car.
It is a fun car. I mean, and you forget that you're in this thing that has this beautiful wood on the outside. So, you know, people, you're driving by and they just love it.
Yeah, this car gets looks.
The everyday mom and pops drove Nash, Studebaker. You know, not everybody could afford the Cadillacs or the Duesenbergs or the Packards.
This is middle America.
Exactly. And that's truly what Nicola has watched when he was in Rome, Italy. He would always want to come to America and be part of run-of-the-mill people in America.
That's wonderful. All the cars in this collection drive.
Every car is licensed, every car is insured, every car has, we use a racing fuel so that it doesn't gel. Yeah, any time of the day he can call and say he's going to come in and bring 5-10 friends and we're going to go drive to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is about 2 hours away, and like we are now, away we go.
It is fun. You just feel good when you're driving this car.
You know, when you're behind a wheel of cars like this, it just makes everything else so much more enjoyable. You know, the weather, the time, the people.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I'll bet that Buick is a lot of fun too. What do you think?
I think she's crying for a little attention.
Feeling
over there.
left out?
She's pouting.
Well, we'll fix that.
We'll fix her up.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Whoa. That was fun.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh man, what a great driving car.
Yeah, it performs well.
Got some
Definitely.
looks too, didn't it?
Yeah, it has a lot of looks.
And
Yeah.
speaking of looks,
Well,
this is looks personified.
This is one of his honeys. This is definitely one of Mr. Bulgari's honeys.
41 Buick.
41 Buick Roadmaster, model 71C.
Wow. Now, how long has this been in the collection?
This we have about 2 years. Yeah, we bought this restored out of California.
Actually, a very nice restoration on it.
Yeah, it's a very nice job. The leather, the color, the combination works well. It's very, very authentic too.
Well, the interior is so Buick and just so stunningly beautiful.
It's very nice, you know, and with the engine turn dash, I mean, everything was restored on the vehicle, and you know, leather naturally because it's a convertible. It really, really looks great.
Now, did the convertibles all have leather?
Most of the convertibles had
right?
leather, yes, yeah. That was pretty much why they did that, because of the rain and the weather and the elements, you know, it can take it, yeah.
I really love the color combo, you know, with the gray and then the almost pumpkin colored
Almost,
interior.
yeah, and it really glows. It comes alive, you know, when the top's
yeah.
down, it really does in the sunlight.
And so many of the lines, again, it's so flowing. I love the massive skirts and the chrome trim on that.
Exactly, you know, it's the same kind of thing that would have been on a Cadillac. I mean, you know, they built 312 of these, and this car has a Fireball 8 naturally, and it's straight with compound carburation, which was offered on a Roadmaster and Super and a Limited.
Wow. And these exhaust tips would have been?
Oh, that was sort of an aftermarket thing, option you could get back in the 40s.
But it looked cool back
then.
then.
Yeah. Instead of just a pipe, it makes it.
Yeah. Again, beautiful, beautiful taillights, and just the, you know.
It flows well. It definitely flows
well.
well. It definitely flows.
Now this is the piano hood too,
This
right?
is the piano hood. Yeah, you could open it from either
Way.
side, or you could actually lift it off if you open both sides.
And had some really strong frames.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yes. The Fireball Dynaflash 8.
There it is.
Valve in head. So what was the carburetor setup?
Well, the dual compound carburation was an option on these models. I mean, you could have gotten a single carburation or the dual carburation, you know, just to let it breathe a little better. I mean, it really performs well.
Absolutely gorgeous all around. And again, like all of Mr. Bulgari's cars, a beautiful cruising car, a beautiful driving car.
Yes, it's very important with him, you know. I mean, he wants everything to work. I mean, you know, it's if you can't drive the cars, you know, it's like art. You can almost put it on a wall. You know, he really wants to enjoy not just the look of it, but the performance of it.
Well, I really respect that. I mean, these cars belong on the road, and it's wonderful that he, you know, has them done to this level of detail and still takes them out and treats them like cars.
If we do a car for a big show such as Pebble or such, I mean, it'll go there and it'll be a trailer queen for the beginning, but after that, it hits the highway. No doubt about it.
What do you say we hit the highway with this one?
You got it.
All right. I get to drive again?
You can always drive. Come on.
I love this. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Oh, yeah. Vroom, 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 vroom.
There it is. The road awaits.
We're cruising. Boy, and you look at the look on people's faces when they see it too. It's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you cannot explain the feeling when you get to go out on the open road with one of these, because it's just peaceful, calming. Mr. Bulgari was very fortunate to get this car. He bought it out of the West Coast from a gentleman on the LeMay Museum Board, and it's just very nice that he was able to buy a car restored with good quality. It's a lot of money to do these cars with the chrome, with all the leather.
It looks like a quality restoration.
Oh no, it runs well. It's you know, we couldn't be happier. So now we just get to have fun, drive them, maintain them. It's rough, but somebody has to stand up to the plate and just swing that bat.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it.
This is a nice era too. The 40s and 50s are fun cars to drive. They're less work.
They're so manageable. I mean, you know, when you get into the 20s and 30s, you know, the 30s are better naturally, but the 20s, you know, you just got a lot of the wooden steering wheels and the mechanical brakes, and it's just a lot of, you know, you can't be like you and I just here and talking and jibber-jabbering. I mean, those things are, you're working, and you have to really be, you know you're coming to a stop sign, because you got to start braking way ahead of time.
I love looking out over a Buick hood, though.
Isn't it nice? Reflection, long, flat.
Yeah, you know you're in a big car.
Definitely.
Oh man, beautiful day in Allentown, PA, and a couple fine cars from the Bulgari Collection. This is my kind of collection. Everything in it is driven. Can I come back and do this again, Keith?
Anytime.
Keith says I can come back. We'll be back.